Welcome to the One-Stop Dragon Shop Workshop, where we give you the tools to unleash your creativity and flourish. So, what are we talking about today?
Well, let's start with why we decided to get involved in this.
Yes.
Go down this road.
So, we ended up starting to do this because, as many of you may already know, we tend to do a lot of different venues, shows, Comic-Cons even. And we have a lot of aspiring authors coming up to us at these shows asking for writing advice. And it's very hard to get all that into a little 5-minute conversation.
Yes, it is.
This is a vast world of publishing, writing, creativity, and it can't be summarized in just 5 simple minutes. So we decided, instead of telling you just to go online and search for all this information that we have spent years collecting ourselves, because it is available, it's just not openly available, and it is very difficult to find the type of material and knowledge that you are looking for as an author. So we decided to start this new segment on our channel once a week of giving you writing tips that are not stressful, straight to the point, and can help you in your journey of becoming a writer as well.
As Lady V said, a lot of this information is almost impossible to find all in one place. And a lot of it has been gate-kept for years, but it is important information that you need to be armed with if you want to become a published author. No, this is a long journey ahead. There are many, many steps, but we are going to be there to hold your hand, and we will all get through this together.
The first thing you're going to need to do in journeying down the road of being an author is get the story out. Don't get overwhelmed with hearing the terms of 3-act story structure, different ways to build your protagonist versus your antagonist. Just get your story out. This is the importance of your first draft, which we will let Alice get into in just a minute. But the important part is for you to let that creativity flourish. If you have the idea already in your mind, let it out. Just get it out. Do not worry about the fleshing out the plot points, world building, your character development. All that can come later. You need to get the story out while the magic is still fresh in your mind and in your soul.
And whether you use post-it notes, index cards, a notebook, or just a blank document, just get the story out, as Lady V said. All that other jargon and rules and everything, all that can come later. We mainly do that in our second draft. Our second draft I like to refer to as a block of clay that you are molding and working. You're molding your story into the fantastic book it's going to end up being at the end when you're finished.
If people ever read first drafts, nobody would ever get published. Books would never be read. Then, because as a creative, we're messy.
Mm-hmm.
It's very hard to have a world or a story built up in your mind and fully get it out onto paper, onto the screen, whatever have you, the first go around absolutely perfect. It's practically impossible. Even Stephen King ends up having to go through a second draft. I know that for a fact.
Yes, he does.
In the beginning, when you're starting writing your book, do not listen to what everybody else says. You're going to hear friends and family members
go, "Oh my goodness, you're going to be a top 5 author. You're going to get to the New York Times bestseller list. You're going to make $1 million. You're going to become so famous you don't even know that. Know us."
Put all that out of your mind. If you are writing to make $1 million, the best advice I can give you is put your pen down right now and go find something else to do. Write for the passion of writing. Write because you cannot stand the thought of breathing and existing another day in your life without writing your book. That is the true meaning of becoming an author and writing. It is possible to make a full-time living on writing. It is possible to make good money at writing, but it takes time. You have to be patient. You have to gingerly build up your fan base and create a community around your writing. And that's going to take time. That's not going to happen overnight. We see people online and we think that they hit instant success. People like Rebecca Yarros or Sarah J. Maas. And where it seems like Rebecca Yarros hit sudden fame, she's been writing for years. So this was something that came along the way. It wasn't just, bam, one book and she's famous. This is something that has been in the works for many, many years. I myself know numerous authors who have been writing for 10 plus years, and they're just now seeing the level of success that their writing deserves. Take your time, build your community, and truly put in the love and devotion that your writing and your community needs. You don't need to be a Notion wizard or even have Scrivener downloaded to start writing your book. As we mentioned in the earlier part of this video, you can start so simple. You can start with a notes app on your phone. You can start with a Word document, or hell, good old pen and paper is really great. That's how I started writing many years ago, was with pen and paper. It was just a way to put words and creative thoughts down on to paper. And then I blossomed into Word documents, Notion, and Scrivener over years as I got more and more creative and had more and more ideas that I needed to keep in concise organization. We will go over these in later videos, but for now, grab a pen and paper, open a blank Word document or your favorite notes app, and start writing.
That's the most important thing. Get the story out of your head and down into words.
Into words, yep. Everything else will come later, and we'll be there to help you.